Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. First and 10. Here we go. At their own 19-yard line.
Set. 180. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Great. Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
From the gun, here's Newton. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And the Saints first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby.
Now Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Exit. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. That is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
7 yards to go.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 180. 52 right here. Gun. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Big gap. Kill. Hey!
On 1st and 10, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Darnold now to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to read.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Jim.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
6-7. Titans nothing.
Now, ladies. Here it comes. Check 43. Hello, lady.
On first down, Darnold. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Darnold. And he whips that one incomplete there. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. And 80. Undercut. Hey, wahoo.
To the air again, Darnold. The pass complete. It's Bird. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On the ground, it's Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Lady. Lady. Topper.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Damiere Byrd, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Great. 52's the mic right over there, right? 52's the mic. Come on, boy.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
First down.
Set. Right there, it's 3. 2. Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Kill. Gun.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darnold. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Kill. Mike 51.
Play action. It's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Darnold. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
We're going to start. 51 the mic. Know your job.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know what they have.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. From the 50, Newton. He's going to air one out, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And now offensively it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. No. Hey! 52, right, 52.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Watch. Hey, Delta.
To throw is Darnold. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Zoom. 51, Mike, 51. It's coming this way.
Faking the give, Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Darnold looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Newton going for the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. After the run, now Darnold to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. A first down throw, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Darnold. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Watch the back.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Uncorks one for Davis. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the slant.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That's it. Mike 58 right there. You can't block me.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Here we go.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Saints on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a rush coming, and he's taken down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not...